Good morning, my friends and fellow crafters. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya Sidegigcrafts. Guys, we're going to work a little bit more on this book that we did yesterday. I don't usually do part videos, like part 1, part 2 kind of thing, but I felt like I just kind of left you hanging yesterday. So we're going to make this part 2, and I'm going to change the title of the other one to part 1. So we made this one yesterday. Check out that video. I'll put the link in the description box so that you can go find it a little easier, but it's the one that posted just before this one. And this is a refillable journal. I've got the pages cut and put in here, but we need to do more with the dividers. I was running out of time because I'd already gone on for an hour and on and on and on. But we're going to decorate these today and make them a little more pretty, a little more cohesive to the book. And we're going to add a closure to it. Now, I debated doing a closure, but, well, I still might. Maybe we'll just use this to close it. I don't know. So, I was thinking about putting a tab and a little closure piece and, using this tag and wrapping it around this way. Doing something like that. But I'm also really enjoying the cleanliness of the front of this book and leaving it available for somebody to decorate if they want to. So, I'm still going back and forth on that. And I got a lot of really positive feedback about this book and how it looks now. So I'm hesitating that maybe I'll decide by the end of this video. Okay? Alrighty then. Let me set this aside because we're going to be working with these dividers this morning. This is the part that I want to do something with. First thing. And I was thinking we could collage in here. We could stamp it. I'm going to go ahead with stamping. Collaging is going to make this really thick and different. And again, I want it to be cohesive. I don't want to go too crazy. I do really like the blankness back here, but I'm also considering using some gesso. Since it's textured on this side, but since it's textured on that side, maybe I should leave it alone. What do you guys think? Well, we're gonna just stamp. We're gonna have some fun. We're just gonna stamp some. I want to put some words on the back, and I'm gonna use this flower because I'm still kind of going with the feminine. I mean, it's got the lace and the denim that we love, and I just, we're just adding some interest to it. So it doesn't have to be perfect stamping or anything crazy. Just something, having something back there. And I think this will help a lot. Just something subtle. I hope you guys are doing great today. I really do. Today is Tuesday as I'm recording. And for me, it is a work day. I'll be going in later this afternoon. Later today. See how very subtle that is? You can barely see it. Just adding a little bit of interest. It won't be a lot. It won't be a lot. You can make it really bold and stamp out something perfect, but that's not what I'm aiming for this time. And I don't mind the paint smudges on the back because that actually, ooh, we could do some stenciling on here too. That's what we're gonna do. It just adds interest. It's more, the smudges is what I'm talking about now. My brain is going a little bit faster than the rest of me right at the moment. And I did that seem really funny on this one. I'm trying to stamp to the side of it. Oh, you guys, I got my Unity stamps that I ordered yesterday. They are as adorable as I thought. I was so happy with this purchase. These were on sale. Look at that little face. Oh my gosh. He's just adorable. This is the little guy. His name is Bruce. This is the little guy that got me to buy these stamps in the first place. But he's the great size for a greeting card. That's my thumb. So he's about a little over 2 inches, to about 2.5 inches by 2.5 by 2.5 approximately. He's flippin' adorable. And look. I have this, man, I just set it aside a minute ago. I have the reptile textured embossing folder. I had it with it. What the heck, man? What am I doing? And it's going to be so cute as a card. And then they have this one, Consider How the Wildflowers Grow. And I'd love to put this on the back of my greeting cards. And it's a really great size. Again, it's just about the size of my thumb. This one I think was like $6, $4, $6, something like that. It's also about 2 inches by maybe 1.5 inches. Obviously I haven't used them yet. And then this one is going to be my Easter cards. Look at that face. Look at that little face. Hoppy? No. Fluff off. Spring is in the air and so is my attitude. I love this. This is my egg-sided face. And he's a pretty good size too. Look. He's got to be about 3 inches by, he's about 3 by 3. 2 1/4 or 3/4. Super adorable. So I am super excited. I'm going to be making some cards with those soon. I just got them last night. And so hopefully we'll get to start working with those a little bit. Maybe get some Easter cards sent out, since I was horrible about getting my Christmas cards out on time. I really was. People were saying, I don't know what happened. The mailman got them to me late. Yeah, it wasn't the mailman. I'm sorry you got them in January, but I just got busy. I don't know. I meant well. At least I sent greetings, right? So if you were affected by my mail issues, I'm sorry. I can't mail from home anymore because I don't have my computer, so it's making it a little more difficult to keep up with. My post office isn't open all the hours a lot of post offices are. Like on Saturdays when I would love to mail, they close at noon. That doesn't help me. They also close, let's say they close the window by 4 o'clock, I think. The one in the next town over closes later. It's like, well, probably not the 4 o'clock. They're probably, I think they're still open by 5. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I know that the one nearby, not my closest post office, but the other one is open till 3 on Saturdays. And they have a drop box in there for packages in their lobby. So that's helpful. But I can't do that close by. So which way do we want to go? This way? I don't know. I love this stamp too. This is, I don't know where I got this one. This is a Hero Arts. Who sells Hero Arts? I don't remember, but I've had this for a while. I really love this one. I was thinking I just kind of put some of these here. Add a little feminine touch to the insides. Not perfect, mind you, not perfect. Just a hint of it. Can you guys hear my Tweety birds in there today? They're so sweet. I'm getting a, their flight cage, their new flight cage for the 2 that I just got is coming, I think Thursday. I can't wait to put them in it. I think they're going to be even happier. The 2 are doing really well separated. They can see each other, but they can't reach each other. And I'm really debating, because the flight cage that I got is going to put them close enough that they can actually touch each other, because they'll be right next to each other with just bars in between. It sounds like a prison cell. I'm sorry. But I'm hoping that will make them even happier. I'm not liking that. Okay, so we're not going to do that one. But I want to do the stenciling. I ordered more scorched timber, so my other ones should show up, sometime soon. probably, they won't show up until I can't, you know, cancel my order anymore. But I did order some more, so yay. It should be here soon as well. Let's use this one. Walnut stain. You know how it is. Once you order something else, it's like, oh, there it is. I found it. How did I not know that was there? Yeah, I'm sure it's going to happen. I'll let you guys know when it does, because it'll be hilarious. If y'all are keeping track of the Lost Ink drama. It gets exciting around here. I have to think about stuff like that. Lost Ink. Not very exciting, is it? All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that there, and there, just to, you know, just to not grunge it up, but, you know, add a little aging. I think I'm also going to go ahead and sew these guys, just like I did the outside. I'm going to add the stitching to these too. I think that will finish it off nicely. How do you guys feel about Joann's? What do you think's going to happen with Joann's? Do you think they'll open up? It won't be Joann's anymore, but do you think they'll open up another craft line? Do you think they'll be come open up in another name? I kind of feel like they're going to, because who's going to buy a company just to shut it down? Nobody's going to do that. You know, they'll have their assets and everything, but I think that they'll probably, and maybe that's why they're not selling off everything so cheap. Maybe they're going to reopen under a different brand, rebrand it. That's kind of my thought. That's my unprofessional opinion of what's going to happen. I like to watch this stuff. I actually have a master's degree, you guys. Do you know that? I have a master's degree in business management and human resources. And so I know a couple things, and it's interesting to me to see how these businesses will fluctuate and what they'll do. It's really interesting to me, and without getting too deep into it, because, you know, I don't have any background knowledge of the situation. I kind of just get the information just like you guys do from, maybe not all of you, maybe a little, some of you are a little more in depth, but I get my information from online and, you know, YouTube and such, and what people think and say. And, you know, my sources are limited is what I'm trying to say. But I think it's really interesting stuff. And so I'll be curious to see how that works out and what our options are going to be for crafting supplies. You know, is this going to be one of those things that we just go online and purchase things from elsewhere? I mean, who are we going to purchase from? I love that the smaller stores, you know, smaller websites, and, you know, more locally owned smaller businesses are going to have a better shot without Joann's, or some of these larger places. You know, Hobby Lobby doesn't sell as much of the crafty or the paper craft stuff anymore, and, you know, Michael's is slim. So without Joann's, also paper crafters are probably going to look for other sources, right? And that's fantastic for them. Now, fabric supplies, I don't usually buy fabric supply. I do sometimes from Joann's, but not very often. I don't know what the sources are there. I know I bought a lot of yarn from them and stuff like that. Wood items, wood crafting items. I know there's other sources, guys, but I think we're just going to have to figure out what's going to work for us, right? Some of you didn't have a Joann's in your location anyway, so what other places did you go? I just have basically, I just know of the local, those here. I'm told there's a scrapbook place not too far from here, but, well, it is actually kind of far from here. It's about 45 minutes away, which I probably have enough stuff that I don't need to drive 45 minutes to an hour to get more. And with all these other big places, big box stores, I haven't had to. There we go. I'm just going around the edges, just scuffing them up, which actually, thinking about it, I probably could have waited till after I sewed because I'm going to scruff these up again. But anyways, we're going to have to look for other sources, aren't we? All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and... No, I'm not. Hang on. There's one other thing I wanted to do. So I was looking at this little tiny piece that I had in my hand yesterday that I tore off this fabric. Didn't I? There it is. This one. This little dude. And I was thinking this would make a really cute tab. Like right here. Fold it over. Just have a little piece of fabric right there. That makes it a little bit more. I thought if I had one on each one and sewed around it, would be really cute. So I think I'm going to do that. This is the fabric. Approximately there and approximately there. So we'll just do 3 of those little strippies. And we'll just glue that down so it doesn't move. See, I just left it that way. It doesn't have to be a lot. This still allows somebody, if somebody wanted to come in and write on here, they'd have no problem. If they wanted to put some collage or something else, they'd have no problem with it because there's not a lot. It's not real dark. So it would work. They could put their own touches, maybe a photo or whatever they want to do. It wouldn't matter. I'm going to glue this carefully here because I want it to hold down when my machine is sewing it. So let's see if I can get it to stay. Bum, bum, bum. So yeah, I've got my eye on what's going on with that business. Like I said, I don't have a lot of sources. I don't have, you know, I have other crafters that I'm listening to, but I always like to kind of make a bet in my head. What do you think they're going to do with that? You know, business people that are smarter than me, what are they going to do with that? How's it going to turn out? What would I do? If it was me, well, if it was me, I would definitely open up a new, probably some kind of new crafting thing, because that niche is important. But I'm not sure how I would structure it. I would want my friends to all have really good prices on my product because they'll keep coming. I would implement that 40% discount coupon, right? And I would definitely accept my competitors' coupons because, oh, why not? That means they're going to come see me. And I'm going to probably have some brands that nobody else could see. I would love to promote, if it was me, I would love to promote brands like this, because those brands are fantastic and they need to be put out there more. And I would want my friends to have unique things such as those. Of course, I would also want to carry the products that they expect to see, like, you know, Ranger and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, I would have like I would love to have my own craft store. Love it. Love, love, love. It's probably not going to happen, guys. I'm sorry. Look at that. I didn't even plan it, and I got pretty much in the middle on all of them, right next to each other. Didn't even measure. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop talking about owning my own scrapbook store. Never going to happen. But I'm going to go sew these and come back and show you our next steps. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. So hang tight with me. It'll be just a moment. All right, my friends, I've got everything sewn. I've got the files all sewn. Now what we're going to do on these, and this is what I did on the edge of the outside of the book too, and I took my scissors and just scraped it along here. We're going to rough this up just a little bit. See the difference there? It kind of just gives it that aged look. You can get rough with it if you want to. You can go total grunge if you want to, or you don't even have to do this. But I like the worn look a little bit. So that's why I like to do it. I did the stitching all around in the same color as the outside. And I'm really enjoying how this one's turning out. Now I did use coffee dyed papers inside, and I'm not going to add all the extra different papers in this one. Actually, I had thought about that and said you could yesterday, and you can, but I think I'm just going to leave it the coffee dyed papers. I think I like the simplicity of it, so I'm just going to leave those. But whoever gets this journal can always add those papers, different papers in if they wanted to. They can add whatever papers they want. But this is a really, really fun project that I'm really enjoying it. And I'm gonna make several more. So I'm gonna put this one in my shop. I think I'm gonna make at least a handful and put them in my Etsy shop. If you're interested in these or any of my journals, feel free to go check out my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box of every one of my videos. You're welcome to go check those out. I've got quite a few still here at the house that have not sold. So if you think I'm selling them all, no, they're sitting there waiting for you. There might be a perfect one for you or for one of your friends for Easter, maybe Easter. I've got a couple Easter ones. I need to make sure they're listed. So there we go. We've got our folders. We're going to go ahead and stick these in here now. Now remember, these are on elastic bands, so we don't have to worry about sewing. We can just slip this right around those papers. Number one. And then number two. It's just this easy to refill too. Just have to make sure your papers are the right size and just slip them in there. Or if you want to take one of those pages out, you don't have to tear it. Just pull it out. They're not sewn in whatsoever. Oops, that one needs to go this way because that tab needs to be on the front. And there's a really long thread on there I will cut. Slip it on in there. Let's cut this thread back just a bit. I don't mind threads, but they can't be hanging down that low. There we go. And I didn't make the decision about the closure. What are we going to do, guys? I'm thinking maybe I just need to cut this or tear this and tie it. I think I can do that. Will it tear this direction? Why, yes, it will. Let's try it and see. Let's try it and see. Because I think this is beautiful as it is. I don't think I want to add anything else to it. I think that the recipient would want to. There's 15 full pages of coffee dyed paper, so that's 5 in each signature, which makes 10 pages in each signature. So, you know, that's quite a bit. I had to do the math right there. I think I did that right. I mean, I can add in everything, but I think we're just going to tie this one and let somebody else decide what to do with it. Now, I will put, I think it would be super cute with like a charm or something on there, don't you? Or a pin, something. But we'll leave the front kind of plain so that somebody else could decorate it however they want to. Maybe they want to put something on the front. I think that's adorable. What do you guys think? I absolutely love this project. I'm half tempted to keep it myself. No, I can make my own more. I can make more of them. So I know that there were a couple questions if I was going to post this one in my Etsy shop. So I will be posting this later today. So check it out. I think I'm going to leave it just like this, guys. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful, and I hope somebody loves it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the tutorial. I mean, I don't know that it's necessarily a tutorial. It's a you know, craft with me, learn with me kind of thing. But it was fun along the way. So make sure you check out part 1. This was part 2, and we're done. It's lovely. And I hope that whoever gets this one will enjoy it immensely. So thanks, guys, for watching, hanging out with me today. This was my crafty session for the day. And now I gotta go post it in Etsy. Have a great one. See you soon. Bye-bye.